Jai Hind everyone, welcome to another video class. In the last video, we already started a new chapter which was Fundamental and Basic Unit. This is an additional topic given in your comment, not in the textbook. We covered some topics in this chapter such as quantity, measurement, the acceptance of measurement and you can say the importance of it, and the physical quantities, which is most important term of this chapter, because without knowing the physical quantities we cannot go ahead. Now just we shortly recapitulate everything. So what was the physical quantities? You know, whenever we go to the market to buy something or to get something, we have to give some quantity, because everything is come into the quantity. Without it we cannot take the exact amount of it. So this quantity, when we about to measure, this method is called the measurement. Okay. So now these all kinds of objects which can directly or indirectly we can measure in terms of science, in terms of physics, these all are known as physical quantities such as mass, length, speed, etc. anything. But as per their qualities and the quantities, we can divide into two categories, the physical quantities. Yes, this was fundamental and the second is derived quantity. Yes. And I think it is already elaborated in front of you in the last video. Fundamental quantity is what kind of quantity? When we talk about fundamental, it's include only one single quantity. Just you can take example of mass. Mass is independent. Okay, we cannot include any other kind of quantity in it. Just like mass, and the unit is kg. Okay, so this mass is a fundamental quantity. Why? Because it includes only single quantity in it. When we talk about derived quantity means what? When we talk about derived quantity, we can include two or more than two physical quantities in it. Now we can take example of speed. In this speed, you know what is the formula of speed? It is distance upon time. Again, we can take example like that. Written example is very beautiful. You can see it. Speed actually depend upon distance upon time. So here you can see that the speed is actually depend upon distance upon time. So here we include two actually fundamental quantities. So now this is not a fundamental, the speed become derived quantity. Yes. Now you can take example another one, just like volume. Because I say that we can use two or more than two fundamental quantities of physical quantities here, and here in the speed only we take two. Now we talk about a volume, so here we can use length into breadth into height. Clear? So here length, breadth, height, although it is all come into the length under the group of length, because all in measure in the meters. Okay, but they are using three kinds of, okay, length, breadth and height, because different orientation it have. So that's why here we include two or more than two, that means three physical quantities or fundamental quantities here. Now this volume become derived quantity. This was all about the last topic we have covered in our video. What we have to go through today, that is physical units. Okay, last time we talked about the physical quantities. Quantity means what? That kind of magnitude what we have to measure actually. But when you are going to represent, just like if you go to the market and you ask shopkeeper that give me 2 kg potato, obviously this measurement make a sense. Why? Because he now get to know about the exact measurement what you want. But if instead of that, if you say that give me 2 potato, so obviously he will confused. He asks how much. So this is the actual parameter from where we can actually measure something. Okay, so instead of 2 potato we have to give 2 kg of potato. Now this 2 become numerical portion and this kg become our unit. Okay, so now we will talk about physical units. So as simple as that, when we talk about a physical quantity, it was a magnitude what we have to measure. Now when you are going to represent something, in front of the people, this is about the physical units. For example, you can take mass. Mass is a physical quantity, and when you about to represent this mass in front of the people, obviously in terms of science we can show it in kg or gram, okay, or kilogram, just like kg is kilogram and gm for gram, okay. So in this terms you can show. Just like speed. Speed is also a physical quantity, although you know it is a kind of derived quantity, but actually they are come under to physical quantities. So now when we talk about a speed is, you know what is that? It is a physical quantities, and when we going to represent it in terms of the numerical value, it will be just like if you take example of x, any number you can take, okay, it will be come into kilometer per hour or meter per second, okay, because you know it is depend upon distance upon time, okay. We can take example like that, distance upon time, okay. So distance you can measure into the meter, kilometer, and the time obviously in hour or second or minute also, it is up to you. So these all are the unit, physical units. Now same, just exactly same of the physical quantities, okay, we can categorize into two parts, fundamental and derived quantity. This physical unit also can be categorized into two parts, okay. So the first will be, yes, letter idea, obviously, yeah, you are right, I think you are right. If you are thinking same as like me, that physical quantities, when we talk about a quantity, I am writing at a rate so you can actually, okay. So when we talk about a quantity, it was fundamental and derived quantity. So obviously when we talk about a unit, okay, so it also can be two types. First is fundamental quantity and the fundamental unit, and second is derived quantity, so the representation of it become derived unit. Clear? Yes. So this is all about this physical units. So the representation of the physical quantity become physical units, and the representation of physical derived quantity will be our derived unit. Now example you can take, because you know that there are 7 kinds of fundamental quantities, okay. I am not going to count it right now because last time already it is discussed, okay. And if you want, then you can write it on your copy and along syllabus, okay. So fundamental quantities are same, just we can take example 2 or 3. So first take mass ka you can take kg, okay. Length you can take meter, kilometer, whatever you can take, okay. And when we talk about derived quantity, it is known as speed. Example, speed, it will become meter per second or kilometer per hour, okay. And when we talk about derived unit, okay, it become meter per second, kilometer per hour. And next is volume. Volume is a derived quantity, so the derived unit will be meter cube or centimeter cube, okay. So I hope this is very clear to all of you, and this is all about physical units. Now there are some characteristics the physical unit should have, just like the universal acceptance, okay. It should not change with time, place, okay. It should be a constant for everywhere, because this kg, this meter per second, you can use universally. That means it should not change from place to place. Just like here you are taking the meter per second, another where go, and there will be changing, okay. So it should not like that. So it should not change, it should be acceptable worldwide, okay. So let's have a look on the actual or minimized characteristics of this physical units.
So these are the desirable characteristics of the physical unit. First, it should be well defined. Second, it should be convenient in size, so easily we can use it. Third, it should not change with time. That means it should be constant everywhere. Fourth one is easily reproducible. Fifth, easily accessible, so everyone can use it. Sixth is internationally accepted, so nowhere it can change. Seventh, not affected by physical condition like temperature or pressure. So it should be very, you can say, unaffected by this kind of parameters. You should note down this all kind of desirable characteristics for future use.
So our next topic is system of units. It is a complete set of units where we can measure actually different kinds of quantities, just like physical, fundamental and the derived quantities. Here there are actually four kinds of system of units actually we have, but here we will only talk about three first and one maybe later. Okay, the first is CGS. CGS stand for C stand for the centimeter, G stand for the gram and S stand for the second. Here these all system of units are actually defined as per three parameter we can say. The first is length, second is mass and third is time. So for CGS stand for the centimeter, gram and second, and this actually origin of France. Okay. Second is FPS. FPS, F stand for the foot, P stand for the pound, S stand for the second always. Okay. So this according to the length, mass and time it is subjected below. And this origin is British. Next is MK system, which is worldwide we are using. So M stand for the meter, K stand for the kg and S stand for the second as well, with respect to the length, mass and time. And this is the origin of French. Okay. So these all the system of units we have actually we are using in our daily life as per the convenience. Okay.
The fourth and the last system of unit is called SI unit, which stands for the International System of Unit. It's actually extended form of CGS and MKS kind of metric system, but it actually follows the MKS system basically. Some are examples are given, just like length taken as meter, mass as kilogram or kg in symbol. Thank you and Jai Hind all of you.